Good afternoon and welcome to Williams Dog Training Company. We're here this afternoon with Fred and Oscar, and what we're going to be demonstrating for you today is Oscar's ability to understand and respond to his obedience commands, the corrections and motivations that we give him while we're working with him, and the training equipment that we're using. Fred is using a regular 6-foot web training leash, and he's going to keep the bulk of that leash folded neatly in his right hand, leaving his left hand free to give the correction. The correction that we give is a tug and let go on the training collar, which is the second piece of equipment that we're using. Oscar has been fitted with his own personal training collar, and we'll show you how to properly use this during your one-on-one lesson. As you can see, Oscar is seated very nicely on Fred's left, which is where all our obedience training is done. And the first exercise they're going to demonstrate for you is heeling, which is proper walking on a leash. And Fred and Oscar take off doing that now. The command you want to use is Oscar heel. And we've also gone ahead and incorporated an automatic sit, as you see right there. Anytime Fred stops his feet, Oscar will sit. It's important that he walks at your pace on your left-hand side. He shouldn't try to pull ahead or lag behind when he's heeling. There's another sit. The next exercise they're going to demonstrate is the stay command. The stay is a hand and voice command. Fred's going to use the open flat of his left palm an inch or so from Oscar's muzzle and the one-word command to stay. Stay. He then walks out to the end of the training leash. It's a great exercise to build up self-control in Oscar. You want to start this one at about a minute and build your way up in increments to about 3 minutes. And when Fred returns back to Oscar, he's going to walk all the way around him, providing an added distraction as he goes behind, and right back to that left-hand side heel position. Oscar remains seated throughout. Fred gives him a little praise, and they take off heeling again. We'll show you some more of the heel to sit and the stay. And there's a sit there. Stay. He gives him the stay again. And back out to the end of the training leash. And this time, instead of returning back, he'll demonstrate the recall or the come command. You call Oscar in using his name in a nice voice. He comes in, sits nicely right in front. And then we have an exercise called the finish. Oscar heels right around the back of Fred, right back to that left-hand side heel position. Demonstrating it one more time. Leave him in that sit stay and out to the end of the training leash. Call him in using his name. Comes in, sits right in front. And then the finish where he heels right around the back to get right back to that left-hand side heel position. Sits nicely, and they take off heeling again. It's a good time to remind you want to practice all your commands about 15 to 20 minutes a day, inside and outside your home, and incorporate them into your daily routine. Now Fred's going to show you the down commands. The first will be down from a heel position. He'll use the open flat of his left palm straight down towards the ground and the one-word firm command to down. He then gives Oscar a stay and walks out to the end of the training leash. It's another great exercise to build up self-control in Oscar. You want to start practicing this one at about 3 minutes and work your way up in increments to about 5. And when Fred returns back to Oscar, he's going to walk all the way around him as he did on the sit stay, and right back to that left-hand side heel position. Oscar remains down throughout, and they take off heeling. We'll show you that down one more time. It gives him the down and the stay. Back out to the end of the training leash. This time he'll show you that recall or come command right out of the down. Call him in using his name. Comes in nicely, sits right in front. And then he'll heel him around the back, right back to his left-hand side heel position for that finish maneuver. Okay, we'll give them a second to get lined up for our final command, which will be down from a distance. For the down from a distance, you're going to leave Oscar in a sit stay and walk out to the end of the training leash. This will be the only time you want to use your right hand to give the command, and Fred will drop him into a down from the end of the training leash. Excellent job. He then returns back to him, once again by walking all the way around and right back to that left-hand side heel position. Alright, we've demonstrated a few of the obedience commands we've worked on with Oscar here at school. It's been a pleasure working with Oscar, and we thank you again for choosing Williams Dog Training Company as your personal dog trainer.